Hello everyone, so today we're looking at test route number 6. It's number 6 of 15 for the Coventry Test Centre, and we'll have just turned left out of the Test Centre car park onto Bayton Road, and this is Bayton Road. So these are the latest published latest published test routes for Coventry, and there's 15 in total. As we come along Bayton Road here, we're going to come up to a set of traffic lights, and at the traffic lights this time we're going to turn left. Just caught us there, so that's fine. So we're going to turn left from Bayton Road. Shouldn't take too long really, it's quite a main road, so the lights are not on red for very long. They tend to let quite a lot of people through. So if you want to see a list of all of the roads that this test centre takes in and which directions they go in, you just look in the description box underneath the video. Then what I've done is I've typed them all out there so you can keep up to date. This is Black Horse Road, and we're going to turn left from here. This is not Black Horse Road. We're going to turn left into Black Horse Road. This is Coventry Road, isn't it? I'll get it right in a second or two. There you go. We're turning left into Black Horse Road here now. And you'll recognise this because this is the one with the level crossing on it. And every now and again you'll see little trains going past, but not today, I don't think so. It's a 30 zone. We must make sure that we keep the speed under control. I'm going to take the next left, and it's just where all these bollards are with the red tops on. That was the level crossing. I'll turn left down here. You turn left here, but you're still going to be on Black Horse Road. Quite a few speed bumps down this bit. You can see it goes quite narrow and there's lots of parked cars, and really there's only enough room for one car to pass through at any one time. But luckily for us today, there's been no oncoming traffic, so we've been able to get straight through this bit anyway. Get back into the left hand side of the road. Just around this bend here there's a mini roundabout. I'm going to turn right at that mini roundabout, taking the second exit. Speed bumps are a bit of a pain, but I suppose that's kind of what their intention really, isn't it? To be a little bit annoying, slowing you down a little bit. Okay, we're going to go straight ahead at this next roundabout, taking the first exit this time. Okay, so there's some give-way lines here. It's a good idea just to drop the car into first gear, have a good look, make sure it's all clear everywhere, and then carry on. As you can see, there's a humpback bridge in front of us now, and this is one of the few test centres in the few test routes, should I say, in the country where you actually get to look for a few seconds right up at the sky. There you go, there's a treat for you. As we come over there though, you can see that the road narrows considerably, and there's always parked cars all over the place. Today we've got some people cleaning the drains out and not leaving much room at all. Just moved over for us, thank you sir. And that's going to take us through that. So under the bridge. Now as you get from the opposite side of the bridge, what you'll notice is the speed limit now changes. It changes from 30 to a 20. So again, a good idea just to pop the car into second gear, and that will help you to keep the speed down at 20 or below. More speed bumps along here, and lots of people to give way to. And here's where it changes back from 20 into a 30 zone. So we're just going to go past that right now. There's a mini roundabout. I'm going to turn left at the mini roundabout. Here. And that's going to take us into Jackers Road. Jackers Road there. So remembering that we went from a 20 back to a 30. But if you look up all the way along Jackers Road, you see again it's one of these that kind of start off quite wide but then taper, and it means again we may need to give way to anything oncoming, or give him more room than he needs. You're very welcome sir, thank you as well. As we get to the end of this road, Jackers Road, then we're going to turn right. You see how that car cut in over that right corner? They tend to do that a lot when people are turning in there, so a good idea just to be careful on your approach, cautious on your approach to that one. It's very well used actually. As we get around this next bend, you'll see there's a set of traffic lights there, and we're just going to go straight ahead at those. If they're on green, of course. So we're actually now on Alderman's Green Road. We're just going to go, we've turned right from Jackers Road, we're on Alderman's Green Road, and now we're going to go straight ahead at these traffic lights. There we go. Come around the bend here. Take the next left, and this is Almond Tree Avenue. And the thing about this road here is, first of all, it goes quite narrow in a lot of the places, and there are lots of bends in it and there's lots of parked cars, and again, it's a well-used road, so you are likely to encounter traffic from the opposite direction. All you do here is just keep following this around. It's very bendy. Speed bumps as well. And you can see how tight the spaces can be, and how blind some of these bends can be as well. So we're being forced onto the wrong side of the road by all the parked cars. Again, we'll give him more room than he needs. More room and more time, actually. And that makes it easy for us as well, doesn't it, while we're driving along. Important here that we maintain position, keep on our side of the road, don't cut in on this bend, it's quite tight. And just to add to everything today, it looks like we've got some roadworks coming up as well. Don't think we're going to be too affected by them. Okay, we'll let him come through. Take the next right, and this next right is still Almond Tree Avenue. It's just at a strange angle. Make sure we stay on our side of the road as we go around. Goes quite wide here, quite nice, and then just a bit further up you can see some parked cars. A little bit blind, we've got to be careful as we approach the end of the road. When we do get to the end of the road, we're going to turn left. Takes us on to Hall Green Road. Get to the top of this hill, what we'll see is there'll be some traffic lights. Again, at those lights we will be turning right. So we're turning right on the traffic lights on Hall Green Road. And what you'll notice here is there's two red lights ahead of us, and one is for the people who are going straight ahead. There's their green arrow coming on now, and one is for the people turning right, that's us, and our green arrow will come on in a few seconds. When it does, what our green arrow means basically is that all the traffic that could concern us will be on red. That leaves us clear to go. See the car opposite us is stopping. Clearly his lights have gone on to red. We're amber. Then there's our green arrow. So he stopped ahead of us. The people on the side have stopped as well. They're all on red and we can go around. And that's what the green arrow means. We're going to keep in the left hand side of the road here. The road forks a little bit. We're going to keep in the left hand side. We'll follow this around. As we come around here, what we'll see eventually some more traffic lights, and again we'll be turning right at those. just a little bit in the distance at the moment. There they are. And we're turning right. So on this set of lights you can see there's no green arrow, there's only a green light, which means we now need to wait in the centre, making sure we've cleared the crossing. We've not stopped on the crossing. We're going to wait in the centre for a safe gap that we can move into. Can't quite see one yet. Maybe after this Citroen. Yes, there you go. We can move around now. So we're turning into Profit Avenue here. I'm going to carry on along Profit Avenue. Down the road. Take the next road on the left, and that takes us into Gayer Street. So on Profit Avenue, we're going to turn left into Gayer Street. Here you might find a less space, less speed situation. So it's quite a wide road and there's cars parked on either side. And not today obviously, but sometimes there's quite a few cars oncoming, and so you have to slow right down. But at the end of this Gayer Street we're going to turn left. All the way around. As we get around the next bend, we're going to come up to a roundabout, but there's going to be a set of two roundabouts really that are quite close but not on top of each other, and we're going to turn left at the first one and then right at the second one. So if you get that instruction, left and then right, you to just move out onto the left on this first one and then kind of get into your lane for turning right at the second one. So we're on the left lane here, you can see the road's clear. We're going to move directly then into the right hand lane on this stretch of road, so that we're now already organising ourselves for the right turn at the next roundabout. So let's get in. This is another spiral roundabout, and this is another one where we're going to use the lane, or should I say the line, on our lane, on the outside of our lane, which is going to follow that around. Just following that around, we're turning right, third exit, so come right down to there, we're going to turn around there, and that puts us into the left lane on this road, and this is the A444, and it's a dual carriageway, so it's a good job that we've positioned ourselves on the roundabout to get into this left hand lane. Now as we go along this road, this is the road that leads up to the Rico Arena eventually. We go straight ahead at the roundabout here. If you look at the road markings, need to be in the middle lane, the centre lane, to go straight ahead at this particular roundabout. So a feature of the roundabouts and the road markings around here is that they're normally quite late, and that's why it's a good idea to know the test routes, so that you won't get kind of, you know, caught out by them. The other thing is, this is the A444, and as I've said in the other videos, you know, the A444 is part of all of the test routes. So there's 15 test routes, all 15 have a section with the A444 on it. So it's a good idea to get to know this road as well. It's quite an easy one though. It is a 50-mile-an-hour road, but we're in the left lane here. We'll follow this around and go straight ahead at the lights, and we can just flow through. And again, on these types of roads, you know, the earlier you can get into your lane, the lane that you need, the better. And if you can stay in that lane, the easier it is. We're going to go left at the next roundabout, so we're going to stay in the left-hand lane. Goes back down to 30 just there. Moving up to the traffic lights. There we go. Cancel that signal because there's a junction on the left, and we're going to go straight ahead at this next set. This next set is going to take us into Winding House Lane, or road. I can't remember if it's a road or lane. It's one of those two. Anyway, Winding House. But we're just going straight ahead at these lights. Yeah, lane, Winding House Lane. And as you can see now, this is a 40-mile-an-hour road, so we've changed now from 30 back to 40, and so we should, you know, we should make sure that that people know that we've seen that. We can pick our speed up a little bit here. As we come along here, we can see that there's some traffic lights ahead of us. At those traffic lights, we are going to be turning right. Move into the appropriate lane as early as possible. So we're going to turn right at the lights on Winding House Lane into wheel right lane. All sound very familiar, all sound very similar, don't they? But yeah, wheel right lane we're turning into any second now. There we go. We've got a green arrow. Again, that means that their lights are on red, and so we can carry on. And they do that so the junctions can clear. So that it's, you know, it's not blocked up for traffic for days on end. From wheel right lane then, we're going to take the third road on the right. The third road on the right after this road, and it's going to be called St Giles Road. So as we come down here, we're in a 30-mile-an-hour zone, going down the hill. So again, just have a quick look at your speedometer. Make sure that you know you're within the speed limit. So there's the first on the right. We want the third one, don't we? Let's go wide if there's people getting out of these taxis. And there's the second one on the right. So we want the third one. And what you'll notice is you'll see a fence that's a bit different from all the other kind of fences around. There it is, just coming into view. It's kind of like a taupey colour. Just going to turn right into here, St Giles Road. So there you go, there starting. Just coming along St Giles Road here now. Nice and easy. Most of these roads on these test routes are really quite easy to drive along. Most of the junctions are really quite easy as well, as long as you approach them in the right way. And you know, again, you can make the test as difficult as you want to, or as easy as you want to. It's just how you feel, what your mindset is really. Okay, when we get to the end of this road, we're going to turn right, just where this monument is. We're going to turn right from St Giles Road into Church Lane. So if you want to see the other 14 of these test routes, these again are the most recently published ones from the DVSA. If you want to see the other 14, just click subscribe and ring the bell. I think there's about 6 on there already, so there's plenty to be getting on with, and more are being added all the time. Eventually all 15 will be on there, and you can just look at them at your pleasure. But we're turning right here from Church Lane into School Lane. This is School Lane. And like I say, all these roads will be listed out in the description box as well. Got some temporary lights here, and it looks like we're going to just go straight through those because they're on green. That's quite lucky. Fairly long road. As we come to the crossroads here where the traffic lights are, we're going to go straight ahead, and that will take us back into Bayton Road. So again, the lights are on green, so we're lucky there. Straight into Bayton Road, and there we have it. Okay, so Bayton Road obviously is the one where the test centre is, and it's a little further down the road yet. So we've still got to keep our concentration level, you know, quite high. We can see that there's got an industrial area, lorries coming from the opposite direction. We want to give them plenty of room. If we can, try and help them out. As you come along this bit, then you'll notice there's a blue metal fence on your right. That's the test centre, and we would turn into there. Okay, so really that's test number 6 of 15 for Coventry, and well, hopefully that helps. Good luck guys, all the best.